programme.
First this evening, the mother of a 4-year-old boy from Essex has demanded justice for her son after it was revealed Colchester Hospital had falsified cancer care data.
Danielle Uren believes her son, Mackenzie Cackett, might still be alive had it not been for mistakes in his diagnosis and treatment at the hospital.
Well, yesterday we told you that the hospital's trust has been reported to the police after staff complained of a cover-up in which they said they were pressured or bullied into falsifying data relating to cancer patients. Serena Sandhu has our report.
This is a memory of 4-year-old Mackenzie Cackett that his parents most treasure. He was visited by the Duchess of Cambridge at the Treehouse Hospice in Ipswich, where he spent the final weeks of his life. James Cackett and Danielle Uren say Colchester General Hospital repeatedly failed to diagnose Mackenzie's cancer, and they believe he may have survived if the tumour on his spine was spotted earlier.
Unfortunately, because of what we've been through, it's just another headline really of something to come out from Colchester, so it wasn't really that surprising to us.
Essex police are now investigating whether staff at the hospital were bullied into changing data to make it appear that cancer patients were being treated within national guidelines. Mackenzie's case has not been identified as one of those where data was falsified, but the family's lawyers say these findings are disturbing.
Well, I think it was just devastating for them all over again. What Danielle and her family are looking for is justice for their son. They want answers, and this is really shining a light on the failings at Colchester Hospital, and we hope that it will give them the long-awaited answers that they're looking for.
After yesterday's revelations, there are serious decisions that now need to be made about the future of the hospital and indeed the future of its senior management. But perhaps the most pressing question that needs to be answered is whether or not the hospital is providing good care for its patients. And that's something that's been concerning those at a lunch club in Colchester today.
I mean, I've always had good treatment there, but mostly I've been there for the orthopaedics, you see, and they're always excellent. But it's horrifying to hear these stories.
I was quite shocked, very shocked, because, like I say, you know what I mean, I was in there last year, and if it wasn't for the doctors and the surgeons, I would be minus a leg.
What has happened is not acceptable under any circumstances. It needs to be thoroughly investigated, and as I've previously said, the buck stops somewhere.
Those within the NHS acknowledge that confidence needs to be restored.
We are extremely concerned about the level of service and care that's been provided to cancer patients in the hospital, and obviously our job today as NHS England is to make sure those services are as safe and as appropriate as we can make them.
The Health Watchdog Monitor is reviewing whether the Trust needs to be put into special measures to protect its patients. But for the family of Mackenzie Cackett, the human cost of the hospital's failings are all too real. Serena Sandhu, ITV News, Colchester.
Well, earlier the head of health at the biggest health union, Unison,